Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So finally looks like we're getting another chance. Hit earlier, going to teach you this pattern. We've done this before when they were good setups. Hasn't happened in a while. We talk about our three major ones, which are the double bottom, the 50% retracement of a long tail or a major reversal railroad move, and the divergence move. Had a bunch of divergences today. So, before anybody asks, we are using the 5-period moving the 5-period RSI. Yes, the 5-period. We found it works way better in back testing over, 20 years of market data, and it can't be in the cryptos because they haven't been around, but it works in the cryptos, it works in everything. We've done 20 years, 5-period. Sometimes we have a strategy with the 3-period, but a good one to focus on is 5-period. So what you're watching for at 1-year levels. A really nice divergence. What is a divergence? Price action makes a lower low. So you see here from the low on the 5th, and then we had another lower low on the 5th. So this was earlier in time, this is later in time. We made a lower low. The 5-period RSI makes a higher low, and it should be at a very key level you were watching for. We were talking about 59.58, which then I said on the video, watch for right around 6,000. It's happened right at the 6,000 level. The aggressive entry is when the next candle closes green. The aggressive entry is when it breaks through the high of that candle. So there's both were triggered. Why we're teaching you this is because I can't get out videos all day long because, you know, what the stocks are doing, what foreign exchange is doing, what the futures are doing. We're in all of it. So here's the earliest chance, and we had a big, huge day in the stock market, a big snack back rally. So this is the earliest chance I could get out a video, but we had nice divergence. I want you to learn this pattern. It's great for these bottoms. So again, lower low on price, higher low on the indicator at a key level, waiting for the next bar to close green, or then once you get a green bar close, wait for the high of that to either be broken, or on a really conservative, you wait for a close. Now we've gone up. I've drawn down from the top, from these highs back on the 3rd to the lows on the 5th. We have our fib levels. It's rallied up to the 50%. We have a really strong cluster there and to the top of the rotation zone. Okay, the next level up I'll be really keying off is this prior breakdown zone and 81.86 to 83.21, especially focused on if we get a close above 81.86. And then we'll look at the daily chart on the rally. That's key because that'll break this downward Fibonacci pattern from the last sell-off. Now, on a pullback, we'll be watching for the 69.40 level to the 67.05. What we don't want to see is a close below the 67.05 for now. I'm just going to update some of these levels down here in case we do get another sell-off. And we'll fine-tune some more later with a reverse GAN box, but that's what it looks like now. That's the kind of entry you're looking for. But again, divergence at a key level. And don't just rush in. It's got to be at a key level because you can get a couple divergences after each other and you can get burned with it. Let's look at that daily chart now. Daily chart. Let me spread this out. So we're now testing the 200 simple from the underside. You see where that key 625 level is in that cluster area I was talking about. Watch, because it'll probably rally, continue to rally. This has gotten a little oversold, but what we're going to be really focused on is what happens when it hits the 8 EMA. Now the 8 EMA is going to keep dropping. So right now it's just above 8,600. So right now we can say watch 8,600, but as it drops, I'm really going to be focused on about 84 to 86. That'll give me a window in which to watch this and also set up price alerts. So there you have our upside and our downside for Bitcoin. Again, if we do turn around and break to new lows for some reason, next level 56.26, and then we're looking at 5,226. Switching over to Ethereum, same pattern. Lower low in price action, higher low in the indicator, right at our cluster fit 563 area. Next bar closed green. There's the entry you're looking for, or the conservative entry above that bar's high. That bar's high was around, what was it, 679.99, so 680. So it ran up there. We now have the key levels. So from the highs back on the 3rd to the most recent lows on the 5th, we have the retracement level. So we've already gone up that 0.5 level, 782, where we also had a cluster there and the top of the rotation zone. That's especially moving stops up to make sure if this retraces, you're not caught down here. So let's say you did the aggressive entry, you're in around 630. Your stop can easily be moved to break even, because what we don't want it to do is see this major retracement. Now we have the highs 796 back to the lows of this 565. This is the 0.625 level. There's the 0.5 level you can see above it. So we're going to be watching for, if we do pullbacks in this range right now. Now keep in mind, if we make a new high, you should move these levels up, and it will move up these fib retracement levels. But what we don't want to see at this point is a close below 652. So if you did a hypothetical conservative entry on this, and I'm using this as a teaching moment, your stop, you move to break even. If we trade down this, you're still in it. So if you trade down and then rotate back up, you still have your position on. But if we close below this, you know, you could get stopped back at break even. But then if we do another leg selling, you are protected. There's too many people I've tried to buy too many of these dips and I'm worn out. Well, because we've talked about it, move up your stops. We never know. Now this looks like it's at least a temporary bottom, more so than the last one. However, more selling could come in, especially on the rally. So what are we going to be watching for the rally price for? Next major area for us, again, we want to see a close. We want to see the close above around this 836. So watch for 827 to 836 as some minor resistance, and then the 887 where we have the declining 50 period moving average on the 4 hour. Looking at the daily, that's really going to be the key one for this rally. So look at that, the 8 coming in right at that same area. Now that's going to continue to drop. So right now it's about 887. So I'd be watching about 860 to 887. As what happens if we rally up there and then turn back down. Then we'll also get our updated catch points with our updated GAN retracement levels to make sure we again hold that 62.5. That's what we have for you in Bitcoin and Ethereum, with a teaching moment on a divergence entry strategy at a key level. We will talk to everyone soon. Please research this strategy, and if you like it, add it to your repertoire. Bye for now.